Hassan and you're watching Everyday Dish TV. Today we're going to make chocolate dipped bananas. Now, why go to the store and buy really expensive frozen treats when you can make your own at home for pennies? And they're delicious. I am utterly addicted to these chocolate dipped bananas. So let me show you how to make them. We're going to begin with organic bananas. I like to use organic. You don't have to use organic, but I like to use organic bananas, and they're cheap. So get however many you want, because you can make as few or as many of these as you like. And the first thing that you want to do, which is the night before, you want to peel your bananas. And I like to make mine small just because they're sort of lower calorie treats in little bits, and I'm really satisfied with a small one. So I like to cut my bananas into 3 pieces. And you can also cut off the tips if you want to. You can customize these however you like. Stick a popsicle stick in there. You could also use a skewer if you want. I just go to my local craft store. I buy like a big box. I think there's like 1,000 popsicle sticks in it, and I use it for all my little frozen treats. So there we go. So you're gonna just want to fill up a plate or a baking sheet or something like that with a piece of parchment paper on there, or one of the little mini Silpats, and just take your bananas and do this and pop a bunch of them in the freezer. Then I'm going to set these aside because I already have some in the freezer, so I'm going to walk right over to the freezer and pull mine out. Now, the reason that you want to do these the night before is that they're frozen solid and they're ready to go. Now, when I say the night before, I mean you could actually do these several days before. They're going to keep in the freezer. You just want to make sure if they're in there too long, you put them in a Ziploc bag. So now we have our frozen bananas. So the next step is to chop up some chocolate and melt it. I just get a hunk of a good dark or semi-sweet chocolate that doesn't have any dairy in it. I have a little handy dandy chocolate chopper right here, so I tend to cut it into chunks like this. You can also just use a big sharp chef's knife. Just make sure that you're really careful, because you know how it goes. Then melt it either in a double boiler, which is a saucepan with a little bit of water simmering and a metal bowl on top. So that's one way to do it. I like to do it in the microwave, 30-second intervals. Take it out after a couple of them before it's totally melted, and just stir the rest of the way, and the heat from the bowl will melt the rest of the chocolate. So this is how I do it. The exact time varies depending on your microwave or the amount of chocolate you're using. So let me set this here. Now we get to dip. This is so much fun. All right, you guys ready for this? This is so much fun. This is my favorite part. Okay, so you take your banana and you roll it in the chocolate. That is all there is to it. Because they are already frozen, the chocolate's gonna harden really fast. So you can actually eat these probably 20 minutes later. They'll be ready to go. So I'm gonna put it back on my sheet, dip another one. This is a great thing to do with kids if you have kids nearby and they wanna, do something in a kitchen project. Perfect. And then they can customize them. So here's another one. Okay, this is one of my favorite ones. Let's see, I have a naked spot there. All right, there we go. Rolling it in chopped toasted hazelnuts. Oh my God, these are so good. This one is incredible. Oh, you can also do these as little bites too. You can do little tiny bite-sized ones. It's so much fun. All right, now I'm going to, there we go, roll this one in coconut. I like to serve these too at dinner parties because they're just a fun dessert to pull it out, a nice frozen treat. Roll this one. Oh yeah, look at that. And honestly, when I say I'm addicted to these, I come home every day and this is what I'm craving. Not a cookie, but one of my chocolate dipped bananas. And they're not, calorie-wise, they're not too bad, especially if it's just a little bit of dark chocolate. All right, I'm gonna do one more here and pop them back in the freezer for another few minutes until they're hardened. All right, it's been about 10 minutes. I think that they're done. Let's take a look. Oh yeah, they're done. I mean, really, this is the quickest treat. Once you have the hard work done, and then you know what I do? I take these, whoops, these two stuck together. I take them and I put them in freezer Ziplocs and I keep them in my freezer. So you can keep them in there like a good month if they'll even last that long before you eat them all. But yeah, so you have all kinds of fun treats ready to go. Doesn't that look pretty? Look at the hazelnut one. Ooh, they're falling off. These are, really, you guys are gonna love these. You've gotta make them. The recipe, of course, is on everydaydish.tv. All right, I'm gonna take a little bite. Here we go. Go make frozen bananas. I'll see you next time.